Hello, welcome to V.Point. Today we're talking about this week's most popular article, romance between two Harry Potter stars. I won V.Point this week with a story about Luna Lovegood going out with Harry Potter's father in real life. So that got us thinking about other relationships that should have happened in Harry Potter.
I'm shipping Crabbe and Goyle because they already have a very close relationship, probably a bit of sexual tension going on there. They're really close and, you know, they obviously have quite a lot in common. A lot of people say that you end up dating someone that looks like you. They probably would make quite a nice couple and can live happily, evilly after.
Dolores Umbridge and Argus Filch, the caretaker. So I just think in years to come, when they're both very senior, they'll just be one of those amazing OAP couples who you invite to dinner and then they just sit there and bicker.
Oh dear, we are in trouble.
And Filch is very miserable and Umbridge is very on it all the time, and I think that would be really fun.
Hedwig, which is Harry Potter's owl, and Crookshanks, which is Hermione Granger's cat. Unlike many people who think that Hermione and Harry should have got together, I don't, but I think that both of their pets would have some of the same values.
I would also like to put forward Crookshanks and Hedwig, but not for the same reasons as Kate. I'd like to switch it up and make it a threesome. I'd like to add on Nagini, Voldemort's snake. The three of them all have something in common, and that is that they like to eat rodents. Food is a big factor in bringing people together. I know if my husband didn't like spicy food, it'd be over.
Bellatrix Lestrange and Cedric Diggory. Bellatrix takes like goody two-shoes Cedric off the tracks, and I've always kind of had a thing for Bellatrix in like a freaked out I love you way, and I think Cedric could fall under the same spell.
Mine is actually Luna and Seamus because they're both Irish and I think they would match really well together and gel, and they just have an amazing relationship.
Sirius Black and Harry Potter's mum, throwing in some intrigue about who might be Harry Potter's dad, I think would be very interesting. From what I remember of Harry Potter's dad, he looked so alike that it'd be kind of unlikely, but there's a bit of a rebellious streak that Sirius Black had in Harry as well, so, you know, who knows.
Rita Skeeter and Lucius Malfoy for my second couple. They both are platinum blonde, which is already a talking point. They've really got that in common. They can share hair dye and they're both really evil. Yeah, they're both quite hot as well.
I would like to officially, formally ship Snape, because we already know that Dumbledore is gay, as J.K. Rowling has said, and Snape and his relationship is very dark, it's very twisted and passionate, I'm gonna say. I know Dumbledore and Snape are both technically dead, but I don't see why that should be a problem.
Turn to page 394.
Dumbledore and Hagrid, because Hagrid's kind of your salt of the earth, rough and ready, gardener type, and Dumbledore's your like big, powerful, control the world if you wanted to, wizard.
You're a wizard, Harry.
The elite with the like down-to-earth chap from down the end of the garden.
Hagrid and Professor McGonagall, because I think they're just get down and like dirty and rough and be like at it like animals. It would be hilarious to see McGonagall, who's quite strict and, you know, straight in the movie, to just be flung into the air and just thrown all about the place. I think she'd enjoy it.
Voldemort and Bellatrix Lestrange. It's no secret that Bellatrix is in love with Voldemort. She will do anything for that man. But obviously Voldemort's just not interested. He's just into taking over the world. But I think that if he had let Bellatrix in, maybe he would have ended up a nicer guy. Everyone could have just gotten along and did their wizarding thing. I think if there was a bit of a hookup, he'd be less sexually frustrated, a little less angry.
Bring him to me.
Lucius Malfoy and Dobby, because Dobby's all sort of little and gets bullied and stuff, but really they get into the bedroom and Dobby would be mean and Lucius would be like a little wallflower, and like Dobby gets his chance to dominate.
Dobby and Voldemort. Dobby was born to a life of servitude, but I think there's part of him that loves doing that. Voldemort loves being in control. I think the idea of Dobby and Voldemort in a 50 Shades of Grey spin-off meets Harry Potter can make so much money. I think it's just a slam dunk, basically.
Thank you so much for watching.
To decide what we talk about next week, visit our website.
And give your favourite article the most V-points.
Comment below, tell us which Harry Potter relationship you'd like to see.
And don't forget to subscribe.
And don't forget to subscribe.
See you Friday. Comment below and tell us who you'd like to ship.
And don't forget to subscribe.
Still think votes.